Good evening, I'm Mrs. Bolin and I am helping you prepare for your exam coming up. This is problem 9 of our review. It says graph the line with the slope -4 and passing through the point -3, +5. So I'll pause the video real quick while I draw my Cartesian coordinate system. I forgot to do that again before I hit record. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so there's my graph. So the first thing we want to do is we just want to go ahead and plot the point -3, 5. So that's going to go, let's see here, -3 would be -3 on the x-axis. Oops, I forgot to label some numbers, so we'll put a -3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4 there, 3, and then 4 right there. Okay. So we can come over here and we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking at the intersection and eyeballing it right about there. Okay, so that's our point. The next thing we want to do is we want to plot the slope. Notice the slope is -4. So slope m is equal to -4. That's the same thing as -4 divided by 1, which is the same thing as 4 divided by -1, okay? Or you could just say -4 divided by 1. All of those are the exact same thing. It's really important that you remember that a positive divided by a positive equals a positive number. And if we have a negative number divided by a negative number, that is equal to a positive number. So when you're dealing with a negative slope, make sure you only change the sign of either the numerator to be negative and the denominator to be positive, or you may make the numerator be positive and the denominator be negative. But you may not change them both to negative, because that actually results in a positive slope. So it's very important that when you're counting off your slope that you only change the numerator or the denominator to be negative. So remember that your slope m is equal to rise over run. Whoops, not rum. How about run? There we go. And so either move the rise negative or the run negative if your slope is negative, but don't change both signs, okay? So don't change both signs. So here we go. So we're going to switch back to our green so we can match it. And if I wanted to, since I'm kind of out of room going up, I'm actually going to go down 4, okay? So I'm going to go down 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there is kind of where I'm looking at. And then I would move positive 1 unit. Okay, so I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that was a negative, and then positive 1 unit. And I would connect my line or my dots and have the line like that. So I could have gone up 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then left 1. And that would have put me right there. Okay, so again, whenever you're dealing with a negative slope, make sure you change only the sign in one location. If you change it in both, you actually end up with a positive slope when you need it a negative slope. Okay, have a good night.